And we're live. All right. Good morning, Cules around the world. It is time for everybody's favorite morning show, Wake Up and Barca, with me, Mustache John, right here on the Undefeated channel. Let's go ahead and get this party started the right way, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John. All right. Good morning to you all. Woodsy, how you been, man? Been a little bit. We're gonna do what we always do on Wake Up and Barca, my friends. We're gonna Google Barcelona news. We're gonna see what headlines pop up. We got the chat going, so if you want talk about something specific, ask a question, bring up a topic, I'm sure we'll address it. We're gonna talk about Messi contract updates. We're gonna talk about where we're going to fit in all these attackers into Barcelona's lineup. We're going to talk about Joan Laporta saying that 3 or 4 more transfers are coming, and they're going to come from player swaps. Who's it going to be? I don't know, folks. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about all that jazz. Go ahead and get this party started with Barcelona news. All right. Good news at the top. Barcelona say that they are close to a Messi contract renewal. We'll go with SB Nation to start us off here. Lionel Messi edges closer to a renewal at Barcelona. Only problem is, folks, you've been saying this for months. Been saying this for like a year, maybe. Winston, how we doing? Good morning. A puppy bear. Oh. So they've been saying Messi's contract is close to being renewed for like a year now. I don't have any doubts that he's going to stay at Barcelona. I think we'd hear a lot more about it if there were teams sniffing around. We've heard PSG, we've heard Man City, but most of that came last year. You're not seeing a lot of rumors of clubs sniffing around Lionel Messi right now. So the reports saying, says reliable reports in Spain suggesting Lionel Messi has reached an agreement with Laporta to renew his contract for 2 more years. As per the same, Barcelona is hoping to finalize the agreement between today and tomorrow, coinciding with Messi's 34th birthday, which I think is today, right? Birthday? 24th, so it's tomorrow. That would be cool. Little happy birthday to Lionel Messi. Here's your new contract. Thank you so much for signing. We appreciate it. That would be okay. Guys, my hair's getting long. Are you seeing this shit? Are you seeing this shit? So that could be great news for Barcelona, particularly when it comes to negotiating these signings. I'm sure that's a little bit of a holdup for players who are considering Barcelona is, will Lionel Messi be there or not? Good or bad. I'm sure some players are like, I'm not going to Barcelona until Leo leaves. And I'm sure some players are like, I'm not going to Barcelona unless Leo stays. So we got to get that shit figured out. Anyway, let's see what we got. Barcelona's dig at UEFA. Guys, I told you that Super League ban was not going to happen. When the Super League was announced, everyone, threw a fit about it. UEFA and FIFA did an amazing job of really managing the PR strategy there, making everyone who was, half to uninformed think that these clubs were ditching their domestic leagues, canceling Champions League, all of these things. Turned out, no, they just wanted an extra tournament called the Super League. And then UEFA's like, oh, no, you'll never do it. We're going to ban you guys. We're going to fine you guys. We're going to make sure that you guys can't play in Champions League. It's like, well, that was the point. The whole point of throwing this fit was to get them to stay in Champions League. So why in the world would the solution then be to ban these clubs from Champions League? Absolutely ridiculous. Been saying it here the whole time, folks. The whole entire time. As soon as this came out, you can go back and watch the videos. That's what's great about YouTube. You can go back and watch the videos of me saying that this is all nonsense. That is never going to happen. Let's see what this dig is. Good morning, Alemu. How we doing, friend? Oh, I'm so tired of these goddamn cookies. Disagree to all. Screw your cookies. Relations between Barcelona and UEFA already strained after the UEFA Super League debacle. Barcelona joined the dissent voices with a tweet showing their support for the rainbow flag and therefore for the Munich mayor's proposal to light up the Allianz Arena. Oh, that's right. That's right. We can talk about that. I skipped a sentence here that's important for context. So UEFA have come under widespread criticism for banning the Allianz Arena in Munich from lighting up the stadium in rainbow colors. Why would they not allow that? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So Barcelona joined the dissent when they tweeted out their support, showing a rainbow flag, and therefore the Munich mayor's proposal to light up the Allianz Arena in its colors for the Germany versus Hungary game. Timing and Germany's opponent in Wednesday's match is key to this, as Hungary just passed legislation which, amongst other things, bans talk of homosexuality from school curriculums. What? Folks, I'm reading some of this for the first time. Holy crap. The law has been condemned internationally and branded homophobic, obviously. But UEFA insists that they will not allow the rainbow lighting at Euro 2020 in order to maintain political neutrality. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Oh man, UEFA, you should let stadiums do what they want to do, man. You really should. That's a tough one. Like, I'm obviously against what Hungary's doing, but I'm also about keeping peace. So I can understand why UEFA wouldn't want Germany or someone else to essentially shove that in the face of Hungary. At the same time, I do feel like Hungary's wrong. Boy, that's wild though. But good for Barcelona for sending out their tweet. Joan Laporta also expressed his support for the message of inclusivity, while players including Antoine Griezmann have also given their backing to the mayor of Munich. Very nice. So good for Barcelona for coming out like that and showing their support. You do kind of have to wonder if it is more about poking at UEFA rather than actually supporting what Bayern Munich is trying to do. You never know, but that's interesting nonetheless, we'll say. What else we got? Hey, boys. Facts. Got the dogs wrestling in the background. Hey, how about you guys not growl? Not going to work. Not going to work. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, what else we got? FC Barcelona news, 22nd of June. Lorenzo Insigne rumors, and Dembele wants to stay. Dembele injured again, you guys. He's going to be out for 3 months. He has to have surgery, and he's going to be out for 3 months. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I cannot. I've sat here for 4 years now. 3 years? 3 or 4 years. I don't even remember. Time means nothing. I've sat here for 3 or 4 years defending Dembele, saying, give him a chance. Give him a chance. He's just got to work on this. He's just got to work on that. Oh, it's just his finishing. It's the injuries, you guys. It's the injuries right now. Dembele cannot stay healthy for more than 2 or 3 months. It's so goddamn frustrating. Feeling like light Yagami right now, giving paper with right hand and watching the stream with the left. Nice. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, Ovi. Jen Will, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. I believe this is your first time tuning in to Wake Up in Barca, so welcome, my friend. Anyway, let's see what's happening here with Lorenzo and Dembele. This is from Barca Blaugranes. Insigne on Barcelona's radar. Napoli star Lorenzo has reportedly emerged as a target for Barcelona. Why are we going after more forwards? The Italy international is out of contract in 2022, which means Napoli could be willing to sell. I'm not going to. I'm going to. I was going to say I'm not going to click on that article because there's going to be 4 more sentences. Yeah, look at that. That's the whole goddamn article. Whatever. Italy International's current deal with Napoli expired, blah, blah, blah. According to Sport Italia, Barcelona could be interested in signing Insigne this summer, as Napoli could be willing to blah, blah, blah. Also interest from other European clubs. Napoli forward has scored 109 goals in 397 official matches. That's not that good. That's not that good. Dembele has roughly the same ratio of scoring just about 1 in 4. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. 3 familiar foes back in La Liga. Oh, from promotion, sure. Ronald Koeman, we have to accept and analyze a Dembele injury. That's what I say about that. Nice, General. Follow me during the the shit league debacle. I'm assuming you mean Super League. Insigne may be too loyal, but if his contract is coming up and Napoli's not going to renew it, he could go on somewhere else. I don't know if I want him at Barcelona, though. I don't see him having that big of an impact. Samuel Eto'o says, I would sign Sergio Ramos for Barcelona. Let's talk about that. This coming from AS.com. An interview with AS, Samuel Eto'o discussed World Cup preparations, Euro 2020, Mbappe, Messi, and his desire to see free agent Sergio Ramos at Barcelona or PSG. How about the latter? How about he goes to PSG? In his capacity as ambassador for Qatar 2022, Eto'o's given an interview to AS, yada, yada, yada. What is Generation Amazing Football? Is it intelligent? Blah, blah, blah. Do you see yourself as a coach? How's Euros? Do you think Mbappe is going to Madrid? I don't know if he's going to Madrid, but I'm a PSG fan, and that tells you everything about my feelings on the subject. Eto'o says Messi is God. When asked about Sergio Ramos, who is without a club, could he end up at PSG? Hopefully, Eto'o says, hopefully Sergio ends up at PSG. If I could sign him for Barca, I would. If he goes to PSG, I will be happy, and I know that he will help us win the Champions League, which is proving very difficult for us. Samuel Eto'o, first of all, I don't like all of this us talk at PSG. I know you didn't have the best exit at Barcelona. However, what is this Sergio Ramos to Barcelona talk? I mean, are you doing this just to get attention? Are you doing this just to incite conversation or riot even? There's no way. There's no possible way that Ramos would go to Barcelona, and there's no way that Barcelona would accept Sergio Ramos. It just can't happen. It's ridiculous enough to have people talking about maybe Ronaldo coming from Juventus over to Barcelona. I would say that has a 0.000000000000001% chance of happening, which is still far greater than the chances of Sergio Ramos coming to Barcelona. Despite what Eto'o might be thinking here, go ahead and go to PSG, Ramos. I think that makes the most sense for everybody involved. Man City might be another option for you. Clearly, it's not going to be Barcelona. I don't think it's going to be anywhere in Spain. I could see PSG. I could see Man City. I could see a Juventus even, or an Inter Milan. I could see somewhere in Italy happening. Samuel Eto'o, I love you, but no on this one. I'm a no. I'm a no on this one, dog. Do. All right, what else we got? What else we got, folks? Let me catch up on the chat. Insigne would love to sign Insigne at Barca. Man, Winston, everyone keeps saying that. We don't need another defender. We need a center back. That is what we need. 110%. We have to have a center defensive mid. Sergio Busquets is not going to carry us through this year. We have to have reinforcements come in. Pepe to Barca. Get out of here again, Will. Get out of here, bro. Ain't happening, Carol Baskin. Let's see what else we got. La Liga president warns Barcelona to reduce wage bill or risk Lionel Messi contract. Well, yeah, there's going to be some people that are going to have to take some pay cuts. Apparently, PK is talking about it. Griezmann's going to have to take a pay cut. He's making $45 million a year, twice as much as someone along the lines of a Frankie de Jong. That just can't happen. Still just so pissed off about this Dembele injury. It's going to require surgery again. I can't believe it. Back to the Eto'o interview. Eto'o says Messi and Aguero are going to score 60 goals a season. Well, yeah, Messi scores what, like 40 a season or something like that? So it shouldn't be too hard to add on to that. Possibly, but here's the thing. So we've got Garcia, Araujo, Mingueza, right? We've got those players. That's going to be our first three. And then beyond that, we have three center backs that are just kind of unreliable. We got PK, Langley, and Umtiti. Umtiti's out. He should 100% be sold. Langley, to me, is the fourth center back for us. I think he had a horrendous year last year. Some of it bad luck, some of it bad form. But his first year with us was fantastic. He did everything asked of him. And we got him for, what, like 25 million, something like that? Got him on the cheap. So dollar for dollar, Langley worked out in that first year. Second year, I don't know what got in his head. I don't know what went wrong. But he had some stinkers last year. Some absolute stinkers last year. I hope he shakes that off. I hope he comes back with a little bit better form, a little bit better luck. And he gets in that rotation as our fourth center back. PK can sit in the back and kind of help develop some of these younger center backs. That's what I'm thinking. How good is Memphis Depay really? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm a little bit nervous about this one, to be honest. I think that he's a good player. He's very creative on the ball. Obviously attack-minded. He's a forward, not quite a striker, not quite a winger. He does like to drop back a little bit, a la Antoine Griezmann. Get the ball, turn, look to create stuff. So I'm excited for him to join Barcelona. I think he gives us a lot of options in the attack, particularly with still having Lionel Messi, with Ansu Fati coming back from injury, with Aguero coming in, with Griezmann still hanging around. Eventually when Dembele comes back from injury, we've got 4 or 5 forwards for us to play around with and kind of tinker with that lineup, see what's going to be best, get the offense going. So I am excited about Depay coming in. He's only 27, so he's got at least 3 years or so, 3-4 years left at his peak. And if he spends that at Barcelona, that would be fantastic. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Yes, indeed. Let's see. What else? So, yeah, people are going to have to probably cut some wages. Goal.com, it's very difficult not to count on Messi. Scolani admits Argentina's reliance on tired Barcelona star. That's just kind of how it goes for Lionel Messi and, not for Lionel Messi, for Barcelona and Argentina. Both clubs really look to Lionel Messi, and you'll see obvious opportunities where someone should be more focused on just getting a shot on target, but instead they're like, all right, I'm open, but where's Lionel Messi? Let me see if he's more open, or let me just give it to him even though he's not open, or let me give it to Lionel Messi in the midfield and then everyone just stand around and watch as he tries to dribble around 3-4 defenders towards goal. Can't have that. Can't have it at Argentina, can't have it at Barcelona. Memphis Depay getting Barcelona fans excited with Euro performances. Yes, he is. Yes, he is indeed. This we can talk about. This we can talk about, my friends. This we can talk about. Adama Traore, rumors of Barcelona return. Now, he did come up in Barcelona's youth academy. I forget what year exactly he left, but there was a report that I saw yesterday of a swap for Trincao to Wolves and Adama Traore to Barcelona. I don't hate that, folks. I don't hate that at all. Here's why. Trincao, promising young talent, potential is there. Didn't see enough to get me excited while he was at Barcelona. Granted, he's not playing along the best Barcelona side that's ever been, but one thing that we are missing up top is pace. We have Dembele, we have Ansu Fati, but Ansu Fati was injured all last season, and Dembele, again, is looking like he's going to be injury-ridden for another campaign. So that leaves us with Aguero, Griezmann, Messi, Depay, and for the time being, still Braithwaite up top. Those guys are not fast guys. Depay has some speed, but he's not a speedster, right? One of the reasons why Barcelona struggled in Champions League the last few years is because we keep getting pinned back and we don't have anybody threatening to get in behind on counterattacks. So for that reason alone, having someone like a Adama Traore, strong, powerful on the ball, incredibly fast, needs to work on his decision-making, a la Dembele. Not as not as skilled of a dribbler as Dembele. You're not going to see all the tricks and flicks that you would from a Dembele or a Neymar or someone like that. But this ain't bad. This ain't bad. What's been said? Quiz by RAC1. The rumors of a switch to Barcelona. Traore said, Barcelona is my home. I grew up there and was there for 10 years. I have to discuss things with my agents and see what role Barca needs for a return. Guys, it could happen. Traore's career to date. Traore, just 4 appearances for Barcelona before deciding to try his luck elsewhere. Villa took him to England in 2015. First season with the club, blah, blah, blah. Another tumble out of the Premier League was endured with Borough. But then Wolves picked him up in 2018. So that's really where I started watching Traore, 2018. I think it's exciting. He's not going to lead the club in goals or anything like that. But could he be that supplemental player? Could he get us... That's right there. Get the mic arm out of the way. Could he get us some late match heroics? Give people some trouble, particularly, let's say we're holding a lead, 1-0 late in the match. We throw him on up top, just leave him up there by himself, let him chase down loose balls. Maybe. So, says that right now, Traore is in contract talks, but no paperwork has been signed. Wolves are under no pressure to sell, but there has been change. That's right, they got a new manager coming in. So, we'll see. This one could work out, folks. This one makes sense. Wolves get a young winger in return in Trincao. He's Portuguese, so he fits right in with what they've been going on there. I know that, get the name of their manager, whoever he was, having a brain fart. I know that their manager, who just left, was bringing in a lot of Portuguese players. They've got a new manager coming in, so we'll see what happens there. But this one could make sense. I would love to see Adama Traore back at Barcelona. Catch up on the chat here. Carl, yes, Laporta is saying we're going to sign 2 or 3 more players, but he's saying it's going to come for swap deals. He said the way that the board left the club financially, signing players for money just isn't going to work out for this season. So we got to do swap deals. Mark, I'm with you, dude. I really do. I think that's a good deal. If we're looking for swaps, we could do a lot worse than a Trincao for an Adama Traore. And he's familiar with the club. He was here for 10 years. He considers it is his home. 30 million Traore and Trincao to Wolves season loan with an option to buy if Barca wants to keep him. What? Why would we do 30 million and Trincao for Traore? That's insane. Nuno Santo. Yes, thank you. Vizcaya Barca. What do you mean crap player? How many times have you watched Wolverhampton over the last couple years? Riddle me that, Vizcaya Barca. There's a lot of people who come in here with opinions on players that they don't watch. That's a problem, my folks. I'll tell you when there's a player that I just don't see enough. If it's somebody on Barcelona, I've been watching them for years. If it's somebody in La Liga, been watching for years. English Premier League, been watching for years. You get into Italy, Germany, France, I don't watch that as much. So I don't talk shit about those players. I'm making the assumption, Visca, that you don't watch Wolves very often. Now, 30 million for a Adama Traore would be insane. That's way too high of a price tag, especially if I wouldn't pay 30 million without sending Trincao, let alone Trincao plus a 30 million. I hear you on that one. He's a little bit spastic, we'll say, or sporadic, particularly with his finishing. I don't think he scores a lot of goals for the club, but like I said earlier, in terms of being an outlet late in a match, give him a 10, 15 minute cameo just to stretch out the defense, not let our opponent push us too high defensively. I'm all right with that. Nana, how we doing, my friend? Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. See what else is happening. Errol Baskin. Give Callado a chance. He's talented and he has Barca DNA. Yes. I believe he is also an attacking mid, however. We're pretty solid up front. That's why this swap deal would make sense. I don't think Trincao is going to get a lot of time. It's not like Traore would start, except for maybe Copa del Rey. We need a defensive mid overall. Someone brought up the idea of swapping Coutinho for Ndidi at Leicester. I love that idea. I really do love that idea. So that could be number 2. Maybe the first one is Traore for Trincao. Maybe the second one is Coutinho for Ndidi. And maybe the third one, we get Pjanic and somebody else the hell out of here and bring in a defensive mid. Maybe those will be the next 2 or 3 signings for Barcelona. Yeah, Adama's definitely inconsistent. Yeah, Wolves need Jimenez to come back. He was out, I think, all last year, right? Leicester doesn't love the idea. I would think that we'd probably have to give Leicester a little bit of cash or maybe somebody else with that Coutinho deal for Leicester to get on board with it. But Ndidi, 25 years old, looking to play at the top level. Leicester not in Champions League next year. It's possible, Harshbeer. I don't know if there's even any rumors or any deals being worked out on that. Somebody mentioned it on the channel a couple days ago, and I really love the idea. I think it could make sense. Should Conrad De La Fuente move? Yes. Yes, he should. He's had a fast rise. He started out on just 2 years ago, going on Barcelona's U19 team. He got promoted to Barca B and started training with the senior squad. So that kind of put him in limbo where he's training with the senior squad all week, but not getting match time. So he goes back and plays the matches with Barcelona B, who he hasn't been training with all week. So that affects the chemistry. That affects his output. And now he's kind of in this limbo where he's probably too good to be playing at Barcelona B, but not quite good enough to be playing on the senior squad. So what makes sense? You got to leave the club. I would have preferred a loan. I hope that any sale that goes through has a buyback clause at least. But yes, very much so. I think he needs to leave Barcelona to get some consistent playing time. Year before World Cup, anybody who's on the brink of trying to make a roster, which Conrad is, you got to go somewhere where you're going to be playing week in and week out. That has to happen. Conrad to Galaxy, get out of here. Way too soon for that. Good evening, good morning to you, Thushar. I know all my Indian friends out there are probably finishing up dinner, getting ready to enjoy the evening. But here where I am in Eastern Daylight Time, it is bright and early, my friends. Yeah, exactly. Just imagine Adama picking up the ball on the counterattack, pushing it forward just to get us down there, muscling his way through, using pace and power, and then he gives it to a Lionel Messi, and then he gives it to Frankie de Jong, and then he gives it to Ansu Fati, and they take care of that final third, right? That's very possible. I like what you're saying there, Nana. Yeah. Last 10, 15 minutes of a match, I love it. Thoughts on Riqui Puig? I'm a little bit conflicted. I like what I see from him. A lot of energy, a lot of passion. He's a spark every time that he comes on the pitch. Every time he comes on the pitch, he's a spark. However, he doesn't get a lot of chances, and you got to question why that is. Why does Ronald Koeman not want to give him the opportunities that some of these other young players, like Moriba, for example, are getting? Moriba, by the way, I was not very happy with. He had a great first couple performances and then kind of pittered out after that. So I'm not saying he's a flop by any means. He's still too young to say that. But Riqui Puig and Moriba maybe could get some more playing time if they were loaned out somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yo, Drew, how we doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. For those of you that aren't familiar with Kicking It with Drew, quick shout out to him. He does a lot of U.S. men's national team content. We had a conversation like a week ago that I got to get back on. We're going to try to do some collaborations here coming up for the Gold Cup. So we're going to possibly have our first duo live stream. I don't want to make any promises yet, but we're working on it. So good morning to you, Drew. And everyone, go check out his channel, by the way. If you like my content, you're going to like Drew's as well. What else we got? He does apply baby oil all over. You talk about Adama? I don't know that to be true, but we'll go with that for now. Sure. Ganwell saying, I've watched enough Adama and Wolves because I'm a United fan. All right, very cool. We got a couple United fans on the channel. Linked with him before. Adama can be good squad player for Barca. His final ball is questionable at times, but Barca should try. I agree with that assessment 100%. Final ball can be questionable, but we've also been dealing with that with Dembele, right? So essentially, I see Adama Traore as a potential replacement for Dembele, who can't stay on the pitch due to injury. So both very pacey forwards. Adama relies more on his strength. Dembele relies more on his dribbling. Both have trouble being consistent in the final third, particularly around finishing. So, if we end up keeping Dembele and we get Traore to come in, that's a lot of pace on the wings. There'll be times when we can go with those two and Ansu Fati, and then good luck keeping up with those three. It's not going to be the norm, obviously. Lionel Messi's going to start. Ansu Fati's going to start. I don't know who the third forward is going to be. I really don't. It's going to be sometimes that it's Griezmann, sometimes it's Aguero, sometimes it's Depay. And maybe Messi gets a little bit more of a rest this year. I don't know. We've got a lot of forwards. What's the difference between Gold Cup and Nations League? So, not much other than they're called different things. It's the same nations going up against each other. So the format's a little bit different. Nations League is new, so there's not as much prestige around it. But, Gold Cup is... I'm trying to think if there's really any different. It's just the format and the title. That's all, and the prestige. So Gold Cup has a little bit more history behind it. So we'll see. Also, after winning Nations League, all the Mexican fans are like, oh, whatever. It's just a made-up tournament. Nobody cares about Nations League. Wouldn't be saying that if you won it. I guarantee that. So very excited for Gold Cup coming up because it's America's opportunity to really solidify that this is the golden generation coming up, that this wasn't a fluke in Nations League. Very exciting opportunity for this young American team coming up. Good stuff, folks. All right, so we've talked about Messi's contract. We've talked about Dembele's injury. We've talked about the possible swap for Adama Traore. We've talked about Samuel Eto'o saying Ramos should come to Barcelona. Insanity, my friends. All right, that is going to just about do it for today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and taking a ride. Not our longest wake up in Barca, but I've got a busy week this week. So I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me. Apologies I couldn't make it for the Euro matches yesterday. I just got too busy. It is what it is. I do have a job outside of this, unfortunately. Who am I supporting in the Euros? I'm liking the Netherlands team right now. I really am. I think France are going to win, realistically, but wouldn't mind seeing Netherlands make a good run. Outside of that, I'm going to try to be there for the matches today. I'm not making any promises. Nothing's scheduled yet. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. That way, when I do pop up live watch-alongs, you'll be notified. You won't miss out. If we don't do a live stream today, nothing going on tomorrow. So next thing might be Wake Up in Barca on Friday. So like I said, subscribe, turn on notifications. That's all you got to do to join the community. That way you won't miss any of these pop-up live watch-alongs during Euros, during Copa America. I'll schedule the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals so you don't miss those. But other than that, we're going to be doing pop-ups. So that's going to be it. Might see you later today. Keep an eye out. Other than that, friends, Friday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. As always, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here on the Undefeated channel. Wake up in Barca. We'll see you there, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. I'll see you next time. Mwah.